Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Frazier Field for Greater Boston League Baseball. Lynn English trying to get back on the winning track. They hopefully home cooking will do it. They've got their 1-1. Their win was here at Frazier. They went on the road and lost to Revere. They're taking on Somerville. Somerville has had a difficult time. They haven't been able to even practice. Their home field is under construction. They haven't been filled. They haven't been able to practice or play at home. They're 1-0 in the early season. English is looking to make it 2 in a row for Lynn teams here at Frazier Field. Classical won a run over, a mercy rule win over Everett with a big 10-run inning in the bottom of the fifth to make it 12-1 and put the mercy rule in play. Classical going to 4-0. So English would like to get over that 500 mark.
Excuse me. You know where the restrooms are?
They're in the building behind this.
The building behind?
No, walk to the end.
Yep.
Like behind the dugout there.
Yep.
There's a building behind it. The door should be open.
Am I going to be up high like where I am now, or is it down low?
Right there where you are.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Sorry to bother you.
One of the visiting fans trying to find the restroom. Not easy here. What's up and back, the building up behind. Third base. Oh, first base, excuse me. Manuel Tavares. He was on the mound when we did the game here when they beat Medford. Aiden O'Donnell, the second baseman for Somerville. Esteban Paula, the head guy for English. Matt O'Donnell for Somerville. In for a strike, 1-1. In for a strike. Down and away, evens the count at 2. Tavares doesn't waste any time. Pitching low for a ball, so he had him. Now he's going to come in with a pitch or give Somerville a base runner. Missed. English thought it was a strike. Missed just outside. So after being ahead in the count, he walks the first batter. Mateus Anel. The catcher is the hitter. In for a strike. It's strange to see Manning Field empty. They had a full day. They had track and lacrosse early. Hit in the air to right center field. Over, making a very nice play. Chris Figueroa. Or Figueroa. Made a nice running catch over in right center field for the first out. Anel hit it well. High for a ball. This is Ian Bourne, the center fielder. The runner takes off. They throw him out. What a great throw. Brendan Falaska down on his knees, threw it right on the bag, and Contreras made the tag. Absolutely perfect. So there's 2 outs now. What a play by Falaska. He didn't even stand up. Hit foul out of play. Sprinkling of fans. It was a warm afternoon up in the mid-60s. Swing and a miss. But sun's gone down and it's cooled off. A couple of patchy white clouds, blue sky. But it's cold. Lined in the right field for a base hit. So that throw out at second was huge. Somerville could now have a lead in the game with that base hit by Bourne. And Brendan Jones, the first baseman, will be the hitter. That was a perfect play by Falaska. He didn't stand up. He was virtually on his knees and threw a strike to second base. And he easily threw the runner out. Contreras making the nice tag. Off the catcher, that's going to get the runner over. Now it's just enough away from Falaska that Bourne was able to scoot over to second base. And he takes off for third. He got a big jump. Tavares didn't even look at him. He was running to third when Tavares still had the ball in his hand. And he steals third. Good base running by Bourne. Fishing wide for a ball. Seems strange to see the Manning Field parking lot virtually empty. In for a strike. Jones is taking all the way. Hit the shot. Big hop for Contreras. He bounced it to first, but Bonilla made the nice play picking the throw. They almost threw it away. So the single, the wild pitch, and the stolen base gets stranded at third. Somerville doesn't score in the top of the first. And English will have a chance to get on the board first. It'll be Chris Figueroa, the center fielder, leading off. Yordi Contreras, the shortstop, bats second. Catching and batting third, Brendan Falaska. The first baseman who just made that nice play on the throw at first, Adrian Bonilla, hits in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth and playing left field, Mateo Rodriguez. The DH, Jason Figueroa, will DH for the pitcher, Manuel Tavares, hitting sixth. Batting seventh and playing second base, Nevin Gonzalez. Kenry Manzanillo, the third baseman, hits number 8. And Gromer Galva, the right fielder, hits in the number 9 spot. And he'll be facing Aidan O'Sullivan. I'm going to take a shot and say his family is Irish. Aidan O'Sullivan on the mound for Somerville. So it's the Highlanders against the Bulldogs. And English survives a runner at third, and they'll have a chance to get on the board first. As we mentioned, trying to get back in the win column after losing to Revere. They got a nice win against Medford here in their opening game, and that was a night game as well. So even though we're early in April. We haven't reached Easter yet, and English is playing their second night game. So Chris Figueroa will step in against O'Sullivan. Wide for a ball. In for a strike. And I said Tavares works quickly. How about O'Sullivan? He's ready to throw the ball before it comes back from the catcher. In for a strike quickly. It's 1-2. He waved that that pitch was down the way. He tried to hold up and couldn't. Once he realized it was down and away, it was too late. Yordi Contreras. That one goes to the backstop. Yordi's one of the few seniors in the starting lineup. It's a young English team. Missing wide, 2-0. High and tight. Well, Contreras will take a long look at this pitch. In for a strike, and he's still going to be fussy right here. In for a strike. O'Sullivan trying to come all the way back from 3-0. Now Contreras has to guard that plate. And he misses with ball 4. So Contreras becomes a base runner. Brendan Velasco, who made that great throw to second, and it turned to be a big play because that run is safe. They're going to score on Ian Bourne's base hit to right field. Swing and a miss. Down and away for a ball. Diving back at first is Contreras. Paul for English, a very good player at English, and he's still playing with Joe Caponigo's Swampscott team in the semi-pro league. Swing and a miss. He got his money's worth, but swung right through it. The runner takes off, high for a ball. In with a stolen base is Contreras. So So English has a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Good pitch. 2-way for Eldrian Bonilla. Swings through the first pitch. Bonilla's only a junior. Most of the starters in the field are underclassmen. Quickly 0-2. They stop by the catcher, but Contreras still goes to third, and they throw it away, and he's going to score. Good base running by Contreras. The ball skipped away. It wasn't that far, but he got a big jump off the bag. The wild pitch, and then the error on the throw. And Contreras manufactures a run. The walk, the stolen base, the wild pitch, and the error. The catcher, Anel, thought it was strike 3. They checked with the base umpire and said, no, he didn't swing. So good heads up by Contreras. Solid shot to right field, over by the line, into foul territory, foul ball. Noah Brown was way off the line for right-handed hitter. And the ball went foul, and he couldn't track it down. So Contreras got a big jump off the second base bag. When it bounced off the catcher, he took off for third, beat the throw easily, and the throw went into left field. Nice stop by the catcher, Anel, on a pitch down the way. Solid shot to center field. Moving over to left center field is Ian Bourne to make the play, but he hit it well. So a tough inning for O'Sullivan. He struck out 2, but he gave up the walk, and the walk hurt because it came around to score. And as Tavares takes the mound for the second inning, he's got a run to work with, as it's English 1, Somerville nothing at the end of 1. 5, 6, and 7 for Somerville as we start the second inning. Noah Brown, the right fielder, will be the hitter. Tavares has a mistake to a 1-0 lead going into the second inning. The unearned run by English, but they'll take it. Missing inside. In the first strike. Chase, that pitch was in on the hands, and it's 1-2. Tavares is only a junior. I look at the lineup. Manzanelli's a sophomore. Galva's a freshman. Gonzalez is a sophomore. Bonilla's a junior. Call third strike. Good pitch on the corner. First strikeout for Tavares. Velasquez, the catcher, is a junior. Jason Figueroa, the DH, is a junior. This is Aiden O'Sullivan, the pitcher. So it's pitcher against pitcher. Chopped off his foot. 2-1 the count. Pitcher against pitcher. High for a ball. Misses for ball 4. Second walk given up by Tavares. First one led off the game and was thrown out trying to steal on a terrific throw by Brendan Falaska. Jared Antonelli, the third baseman, is the hitter. Pitching inside for a ball. Good pitch for a strike on the corner. Started to pull the trigger and held up as it was outside for a ball. Boy, that did miss by much. He took a long look at that one. That's a tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. You take that and you hold your breath that the umpire doesn't say strike 3. The runner takes off. Velasquez doesn't throw it. You get a huge jump from first base. So O'Sullivan, the pitcher, steals second. But Antonelli is the second strikeout victim in the inning. Kevin Clark, the shortstop, will be the hitter. On the corner for a strike. Missing wide for a ball. In for a strike, 1-2. Hit slowly to third. Bobbled it there. Clark will reach on the error. Somerville gets the tying run at third with 2 outs for the number 9 hitter. Robbie Larkin, the left fielder. Hitting from the left side. That looked like the third out. Zanello was trying to make it all in one motion. And he just couldn't get it in his glove. I think he thought he had to hurry it a little bit. He could have had a little more time than he thought he had. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. High for a ball. Swings and misses. They throw it down, and they throw him out at second base. He bounced it to Contreras, but Contreras made it an easy out. He wasn't anywhere near second base trying to steal. With the tying run coming home, they throw the runner out at second. And long before the run scored. So the walk doesn't hurt. The error doesn't hurt. Everett gets 2 bases, but they leave 1. And we're through an inning and a half. English holding on to that 1-0 lead. It'll be 5, 6, and 7. English only had 4 base runners in that first inning, but Contreras was enough with the walk, the stolen base, the wild pitch, and the throw over the head of the third baseman when he went to third. When the pitch in the dirt a little bit. And his run is the difference, obviously 1-0 English. It'll be Mateo Rodriguez, Jason Figueroa, Nevin Gonzalez to face O'Sullivan. Who had a take away the walk. He had a fairly easy inning. He struck out 2. Bernier hit it well, but hit it to the center fielder. But Contreras manufactured the run to give English the lead. Rodriguez, the left fielder, will lead it off. In first strike, right in on the hands on the inside corner. Hits it in the air, foul off to the right side, out of play. Little punch to first base. O'Sullivan hustles over, gets the throw from the first baseman Jones. The play goes 3-1 on Rodriguez. We're right on the fly pattern. You can see the plane just looks like it's just barely crawling down the right field line on its way to Revere. Usually there's a ton of them. There's a lot of cancellations at Logan the last few weeks or so, or days or so. Because usually there's planes flying all over the place coming in here. Jason Figueroa takes it on the corner for a strike. He's DHing for the pitcher, Manuel Tavares. Waves at that pitch. Call third strike on the corner. What a nice pitch. 2 up, 2 down in the second. Nevin Gonzalez, the second baseman, will be the hitter. Swing through the pitch for a strike. Swing through it again, up and in, quickly 0-2. The lights are starting to take effect here at Frazier. They turn the lights on, but sometimes a little bit early. The sky is still a little bit blue. Back-to-back strikeouts. Gonna get a little bit darker for the lights to be really effective. But O'Sullivan's effective. He's got 4 strikeouts in 2 innings, but he gave up the unearned run. And we played 2 here. English holding on to the 1-0 lead over Somerville. 9-1-2 for Somerville as we start the 3rd inning. Robbie Larkin was up at bat when Clark tried to steal second with O'Sullivan at third. They threw him out at second base, end of the inning. So Larkin will be back in the batter's box. Squares the bunt, fouls it to the backstop. Again, it's a lost art, bunting. Down and away for the ball. Fishing for ball 2. Swings through that pitch. Call third strike on the inside corner. Nice pitch by Tavares. So he's got 3 strikeouts in 2 innings. Didn't get one in the first. He got 2 in the second. He leads with a strikeout here in the 3rd. Aiden O'Donnell, the leadoff hitter, the second baseman, walked, and that was when Falaska made a great throw. Virtually on his knees to second base to throw him out trying to steal. And it was huge because Ian Bourne came up with a big base hit to right field that would have scored the run. Chopped back to the mound. Nice play by Tavares. He went high in the air to pick that one over his head. It gets by him. That's probably a base hit. So Tavares helps himself with the second out. Mateus Anel, the catcher. Hit it well, but the center fielder, Figueroa, made the nice catch running in right center field to pick it. Missing for a ball. On the corner for a strike. field for a ball. Yeah, that's ball 4. So he's walked 1 an inning. First one let off the game, got picked off. Second one was with 1 out, made it as far as third. This one comes with 2 outs. And Ian Bourne hit a base hit, bouncing in front of the right fielder. His 1 trip. He made it around on a wild pitch and a stolen base to third base, but got stranded there on a ground ball to short. In for a strike. Swings to that pitch that was up and in. Tavares got a little help with that pitch. Hit foul to the screen. Hit the other way. High and tight, the runner goes and easily steals second base. So for the 3rd inning in a row, Somerville has a runner in scoring position. This one with 2 outs. Up and away, the runner at second thought that was going to get away, and he almost took off. Hit in the right field for a base hit. The run scores. So Bourne comes up with another big base hit. This one gets the RBI in. So the stolen base this time pays off for Somerville as they tied the game up with a 2-out hit by Bourne. He's 2 for 2. Brendan Jones bounced to shortstop. His 1 trip. Up the middle. Into center field for a base hit. 2-out lightning for Somerville. So Bourne hustled in a second on the throw to the plate on his base hit that knocked the run in. And it paid off because Jones bounces one up the middle. And just like that, Somerville grabbed a lead. It looked like an easy inning, a strikeout and a bounce to the mound. But up popped the dreaded walk that extended the inning, followed by back-to-back hits. And the Highlanders have grabbed a 2-1 lead. And Noah Brown, who was called on the strikes, his 1 trip will be the hitter. In for a strike. Popped up. Coming on. Sliding and making a very nice catch is Mateo Rodriguez taking a base hit away from Brown. But the damage is done with that big 2-out walk. Extended the inning, followed by back-to-back hits. Somerville gets 2 on the board with the 2 hits. And as we move into the bottom half of the third, we've completely reversed. It was English leading by a run going into the top of the third. Now going into the bottom of the third, Somerville leads by a run as they put 2 on the board. You wonder why coaches get gray hair. You get a strikeout and a ground ball back to the mound for 2 quick outs. And we mentioned that we haven't seen it for quite a while, the planes that normally we see all the time coming down the right field line. We had one before. Now you can look and see there's 3 of them coming in here. There's one back to back to back. The planes flying in from right field. We told you it's a regular avenue flying right over Fraser Field to get to Revere Airport. The way they lit up in front now, they almost look like drones. Eight, 9, and 1 for English as we start the bottom of the third. Henry Manzanillo, the third baseman, will be the hitter. Missing wide for a ball. In for a strike. I'm always marveled at the planes. They fly so quickly, but when they come over the field, they look like they're going like 1 mile an hour. Swing and a miss. Call third strike. That's 3 in a row strikeouts for O'Sullivan. 2 to end the second, 1 to start the third. It's his 5th strikeout. And getting hit on the back is Galva. O'Sullivan had retired 6 in a row before he hit Galva. And it brings up the top of the order. Chris Figueroa. Chase that high pitch. The runner takes off the goal to the backstop. Easily steals second base. You might have a shot going to third. Head first dive into second by Galva. He got a huge jump. There was no way Yano was going to throw him out. That ball, and it went to the backstop. But the head first dive holds him in second base. In for a strike. So the tying run at second with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Chase the pitch for strike 3. So here's Figueroa swinging for the second time. Yuri Contreras walked and manufactured run with a stolen base, a wild pitch, and a throwing error when he went to third to give English the 1-0 lead. He chops it slowly to third, and they were lucky they didn't throw it away. And now the runner's going to score. And Contreras hustles into second. He beat it for an infield hit. Scoring all the way from second was Galva. He just kept coming. First baseman had to go up and get it. Contreras beat the throw. It was an infield hit. Almost going to throw it away. He just coming around third. They threw it home, and he bounced it at home plate. And Galva comes all the way around to score. And English has tied it up. So a walk hurt English in the third. A hit batsman hurts Somerville here in the third. The ball bounced away from the catcher, but Galva had beaten the throw anyway. He was safe, even if the catcher caught the ball. Great hustle by Galva all the way around. In on the hands, he swings right through it. Brendan Velasco was called on strikes. He's done a very nice job behind the plate for the Bulldogs. Swing and a miss. And he gets him again. He strikes out the side, but the hit batsman hurt, along with the infield hit by Contreras. Contreras helps English manufacture a run again. Seven strikeouts for O'Sullivan in 3 innings. We've reached the end of 3, and we're deadlocked, 2-2. The pitcher, Aiden O'Sullivan, drew a walk his first trip. Made it out for third. He was coming home when they threw Clark out at second, trying to steal for the third out. Trying to get Somerville on the board in the second inning. Hits it foul up in the seats. There's a sprinkling of fans here, most Lynn fans. There's a couple from Somerville. Good pitch for a strike. Oh, Somerville gets 2 to take the lead. English gets a run to get back in it and tie the game up. Down and away for a ball. 6, 7, and 8 for Somerville in this 4th inning. Late swing, punches it foul past first base. Just outside first base. He knew it. Before the umpire said strike 3, O'Sullivan was walking to the dugout. Five strikeouts for Tavares. Jared Antonelli takes it wide for a ball. He was a swinging strikeout in the second inning. Missing again, 2-0. Waves at that pitch. High for a ball. In for a strike. Waves at that pitch for strike 3. Tavares comes back and gets him. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the 4th inning. Kevin Clark reached on an infield error, and he was the one that tried to steal second with the runner at third, and he got thrown out. Another big play by Velasco, who's thrown a couple out. Chop past third base, foul. That's a nice play by Manzanello going way into foul territory to spear that ball, even though it was foul. Good pitch. That had a little bit of mustard on it. Quickly 0-2. Up and away for a ball. And then Clark, the shortstop, thought about it. Just held up. Wide for a ball, and we got deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. With the score 2-2. So we got deuces all over the scoreboard. Waves at the pitch, strong inning by Tavares. He strikes out the side. Six strikeouts in 4 innings. As we talked about at the end of the first, English has a chance to get the lead back. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 that Aiden O'Sullivan will have to follow or face as we start the bottom of 4th inning. So we're halfway through the game and nothing to choose so far, 2-2. Bonilla, the first baseman, hit it well. He hit it a shot, but he hit it to left center field, and the center fielder Bourne made a nice catch. So again, I'm beating a dead horse, but I'm watching all these planes fly in to Logan Airport, and all I've seen in the last couple of days on TV is all the flight cancellations and everybody sleeping over at Logan Airport because they can't afford a hotel or they don't want to pay for a hotel. And they've been there for a couple. One guy was there for 3 days trying to get back to Haiti. Now we got all these planes flying over going to Logan Airport. Hit foul back and out of play. Bonilla 0 for 1 against O'Sullivan. That one bounces to the backstop. Good pitch for a strike. Had a little movement on it. Down and away, nice stop by the catcher, Anel. Hit into left field for a base hit. Even the shortstop stopped it. It was going to be a base hit. So Bonilla leads with a hit. And for the first time in the game, English has the leadoff hitter on base. Mateo Rodriguez bounced it to the right side. The first baseman made the play to the pitcher. The out went 3-1. Hit to the screen, foul. Swung through the high pitch. Quickly, it's 0-2. Off the catcher's glove. That's going to move the runner over the wild pitch. So the go-ahead runner's at second with nobody out. Up and away for a ball. Rodriguez took a long look at that. Swings through the pitch for strike 3. And we'll get a pinch hitter. Joshua Jimenez, only a sophomore. He's going to hit Figueroa, the DH, so he'll be the new DH. In for a strike. They turned through the ball to second baseman. He was about 10 feet away from the second base bag, and Bonilla slid back into second base anyway. There wasn't anybody within 10 feet of the bag. Luckily, he didn't throw the ball to the base. High for a ball. High again. Hits it foul into the catcher's mitt. Hit foul to the screen. Jimenez hangs in. way up, and then now that Jimenez wasn't going, the umpire said it hit him, so he goes to first base. Just got a piece. Nevin Gonzalez was a strikeout victim. His one trip. So 2 on with 1 out. In for a strike. Chased that high pitch, swung right through it. High for a ball. Hits it in here to the shortstop. Backing up. The second baseman was standing behind him. It was the second baseman that made the play. Shortstop was looking for it. I don't know if he lost it. The second baseman was right behind the shot. That's a long way for the second baseman to go. So 2 away. Hit off the catcher. This is Kenry Manzanello. He's only a sophomore. That one catcher got banged up a little bit. The trainer coming out to check and make sure he's okay. That's one assignment not a lot of people want. You got all that equipment, but you can still get bombarded back there. Good fastball for a strike. It just seems strange to see Manning Field's parking lot virtually empty and nothing going on with the lights on over it. Manning, because it's usually going all day. On the corner for strike 3. He's getting at least 2 strikeouts an inning. He struck out the side in the third. So English leaves 2-1. They had the runner at second with nobody out. Couldn't push him along. We played 4 here in this Greater Boston League battle. Nothing to choose. English 2, Somerville 2. 9-1-2 for Everett as we start the 5th inning. Oh, excuse me, for Somerville. Everett played the game before this. For Somerville, 9-1-2. Wide for a ball. Daniel Tavera starting his 5th inning. He struck out 7. All of them coming in the second, third, and 4th inning. He struck out the side in the 4th. Up and away for a ball. And Larkin, who struck out, draws a leadoff walk. Back to the top of the order. Aiden O'Donnell walked, got thrown out trying to steal, bounced back to the pitcher, And we're going to trip out to the mound. We've had warm-up action. And I don't know if we're going to have a pitching change right now. And we are. We're going to have a pitching change. Kelvis Javier will be the new pitcher. So Javier will be the new pitcher. Tabarez goes 4. Gives up the 2 runs. They were earned. They try to bunt. The pitch is way inside. He bunts it foul. Gave up only 3 base hits. He walked 3. He struck out 7. Down and away for a ball. Javier's a big boy. He takes that step. He's almost handing it to the catcher. He's well over 6 feet. He's going to be at least 6'3". Chop to short. They only have one play at first base. Contreras will make the play. So they get O'Donnell 6-3. But it's almost like a sacrifice. He tried to bunt and couldn't, but it works the same as the runner moves over to second base. Mateus Anel, the catcher, has flied to center field, walked and scored. His walk was huge in the 3rd inning because it came with 2 outs, and someone wound up scoring 2 runs. Good pitch for a strike. Waves at that pitch. That didn't miss by much on the inside corner. Late swing, chops it foul to first base. Just kicked out about 3/4 of the way down the line. High and tight for a ball. Chop the shot. Big hop for Contreras. Back-to-back plays by Yordy Contreras for the 2 outs, but the runner moves over to third. This is a very good hitter. Ian Bowen singled his first time up. He singled got a 2-out RBI single to tie the game in the 3rd. Scored the 2nd run in the inning to give Somerville their first lead before English scored a run in the bottom of the 3rd to tie it. Now he's up with a runner at third base. He's facing Javier for the first time. Both his hits have come to right field. So a strong pull hitter. In for a strike. Might want to try and hit that outside corner so he can't pull it. Foul tip off the catcher. And quickly it's 0-2. One swing of the bat by Bourne can give Somerville the lead. One strike from Javier can get English out of the jam. Start of the swing held up, it broke down and in. And it's 1-2. Down and in again. Nice stop by Velasco. He keeps the runner at third, at least for the moment, with that stop. Step back. That didn't miss by much. The runner coming home, and they tag him out. I'm not sure what they were doing. They got their best hitter up at the plate. The runner tried to steal home, and they throw him out. Nice tag by Velasco. I don't know if you want to do that with Bourne up in the count 3-2. So they get the go-ahead run as far as third, and he's thrown out, trying to steal home so the walk doesn't hurt. That breaks the streak of strikeouts by English. Tabarez had struck out 7 in the second, third, and fourth innings. They don't get one in the fifth. So English survives. And with their good hitter up, who had 2 hits and RBI and scored a run, the runner tries to steal home and was easily out. I mean, it wasn't that close. Velasco made a nice tag. Javier got the ball to him quickly. For English, it'll be 9-1-2. Wilmer Galva got hit by a pitch and scored the tying run. He stole second. And on the big 2-out hit, actually it was an infield hit by Contreras, and Galva hustled all the way around from second and slid in safely at the plate. Missing for a ball. He got a great jump off second base. He took the turn and just kept coming. The ball looked like it was going to be thrown away. The first baseman had to go up in here and get it. And the first baseman just hesitated enough, kind of surprised that he was trying to score. Threw the ball home, and Galva beat it. The throw was in the turf. Galva slid in safe, and then the catcher wound up bobbling the ball, but he was safe anyway. And Contreras got an RBI on an infield hit, a tap at the third base that went about 15 feet. All that came with 2 outs. In for a strike, 2-2. Galva is the right fielder for the Bulldogs. Down and away, the count goes full. Kind of saved me swing. That was way inside. He jammed him, and he backing away on the fist. He just fouled it off. Way inside for ball 4. So Galva's on for the second time. He scored that run, and he hasn't been up officially yet. A hit batsman and a walk. And let's see if English goes small ball with Chris Figueroa. Figueroa swings and misses. They're not going to the bunt. They pick him off. He was walking off the bag at first, and they threw the ball over, and he couldn't get back. He wasn't looking at the pitcher. He got off the bag and was trying to take his lead and didn't have an eye on the pitcher because the pitcher threw it right over to the bag, and he was an easy out. High and tight for a ball. I'm taking my lead. I didn't bother looking at the pitcher. And as he tried to take his lead, they threw the ball over, and he was out by quite a bit. Figueroa was struck out swinging twice. He waves at that pitch for strike 3. Two-way for Yordi Contreras. He has walked and scored. His infield single turned into an RBI thanks to the base running by Galva. So he's accounted for both runs. 1 for 1 with an RBI and a run scored. In for a strike. Down and away for a ball. On the corner for a strike, 1 and 2. Solid shot to left center field. In the gap. Contreras with a double. And that pickoff at first base is even bigger now. He's on base for the 3rd time. Brendan Velasco will be the hitter. He has struck out twice. And we'll get a trip to the mound by Coach O'Donnell. Contreras got all of that one into left center field. He's certainly a very good player. He's an outstanding shortstop. He does it all for the Bulldogs. Brendan Velasco. Looking at getting English back in the lead. Swings and misses. Down and away for a ball. Almost looks like he's over swinging. He's really taking a wild swing in pitches. They're good pitches he's swinging at. In for a strike, it's 1 and 2. Hit in the air behind first base. It dropped. Everybody got excited, but it was foul. Jones had a shot, reached for it, couldn't make the play. Contreras was scoring. Everybody, the fans over there, got excited, but it was foul. And the count stays 1-2. That one's popped up. Shortstop made the call. Third baseman going to get it. He dropped his hat. Looked like he was going to give way to the shortstop. But then finally, the third baseman, Antonelli, made the play. So both teams are leaving runners in scoring position with this game 2-2. We're getting late. We played 5. Still nothing to choose. English 2, Somerville 2. Middle of the order. Ian Bourne was the hitter when they threw the runner out trying to steal home plate. So it's 3, 4, and 5 for Somerville as we start the 6th inning. And I have to apologize to Victor Cambero. I read his number as 25, Kelvis Javier. So it was Cambero who got those 3 outs and threw the runner out at the plate. And he'll start his 2nd inning of work in relief for Tavares. In for a strike. Oh, Contreras' double is wasted. Came with 2 outs. In for a strike. He has singled in a run, and scored the run at the time that gave Somerville the first lead. Their only lead. Swing and a miss. Cambero gets a very good hitter. Brendan Jones grounded a short, and he got the base hit after Bourne's hit tied it. He got the base hit to knock in the 2nd run, at the time giving Somerville the 2-1 lead. So he's 1 for 2 with an RBI. Good breaking ball for a strike. Jones is the first baseman for the Highlanders. Two quick strikes. Swings through the pitch. Two outs by the swinging strikeout. Noah Brown, the right fielder, is called on strikes, fly to left field, and will face Cambero for the first time. High and tight for a ball. Down and away for a ball. It was a shame. I wonder why he didn't play basketball. In for a strike. He's a big boy. High for a ball, goes to the backstop off Velasquez's glove. Umpire behind the plate has been showing off his left arm all the time. He's total lefty, but he keeps throwing the ball out. He's getting a lot of use of that left arm. Everybody questioned the count, the batter, the pitcher. The umpire trying to straighten it out. Now we get everything straightened away. And it's ball 4. So the 2-out walk extends the inning. And it brings up Aiden O'Sullivan, the pitcher. He has walked last time he was called out on strikes. Swanky stole second, went to third on an error, and he was scoring when Velasquez made another nice play and threw the runner out, trying to steal, ending the inning. And now the pass ball. Somerville has a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. And the pitcher O'Sullivan can help himself here. Swing and a miss. Chopped over the mound. They bobble it. They can't make the play. High chop, and you got to get it high to get over Cambero's head. Second baseman come on and just flat out dropped it. So the inning gets extended at least one more hitter as the error moves runners to third base. It's first and third with 2 outs. Jared Antonelli has struck out swinging twice. He's up against Cambero for the first time. Fishing wide for a ball. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss again. They throw it down, and they're going to hook them up, but the run's going to score. Somerville got what they wanted. They threw the ball down. They tagged the runner out, but the run scores. So Velasquez throw another runner out. But unfortunately, with the runner at third, Velasquez threw the ball down. Looked like they had him cold. He stopped and went back to first base. Contreras had to chase him to tag him. By the time he did, Brown scored the run. And they break the tie. And that's got to, you wonder why coaches get gray hair. 2 strikeouts to start the inning. Then comes the dreaded walk. Ian Bourne, the center fielder, is the new pitcher. So O'Sullivan goes 5. He gives up 2 runs. 1 of them earned. 3 base hits. Struck out 10. Walked 2 and hit 2. So now he can get the win if English can't get it on the board. So they get the run without a hit. The dreaded walk to extend the inning, and then the infield error. The walk, the pass ball, the infield error. First and third, and then the runner takes off from second. They throw it down. He's easily out, but he stops, and it was a play. They ran the play. They got exactly what they wanted to do. Stop and go back to first base. The runner from third scores. They tag the runner out, but the run comes in, and Somerville grabs a 3-2 lead. And now Ian Bourne will try and nail it down for O'Sullivan. In for a strike. Eldrian Bonilla flied to center and singled. He singled and went to second. He was at second with nobody out, and they couldn't advance him. 2 quick strikes. So now English, a little different look for English now. It's a left-hander on the mound. Hits it foul up in the seats. That was a major league wild pitch all the way to the backstop. Up and away. Evens the count at 2. Bonilla, Rodriguez, and Joshua Jimenez, who's the new DH. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Mateo Rodriguez bounced out, first baseman, the pitcher covering, struck out swinging. Way wide for a ball. Wide again for a ball. In for a strike. High and tight for a ball. Count goes 3-1. So our Eagles will be fussy here. Eagles needs a base runner. 3-1 the count. That might have been ball 4. It looked like it was up and away, but he fouled it off and the count goes full. The payoff pitch. He swung at the pitch before that. He took that pitch that was in for a strike. So 2 strikeouts in the 6th inning. It'll bring up Joshua Jimenez. He was a pinch hitter for the DH. He's been up once. He got hit by a pitch. Up and away for a ball. Low for a ball, 2-0. Way wide. 3-0. And he should be looking here. In for a strike. And again, he can still be fussy. English needs a base runner. Fouls it into the catcher's glove. The count goes full. That one hit him on the foot. He felt that one, especially when it's cold out. He's going to try and run it off going to first base. Second time he's been hit. Last time was by O'Sullivan, this time by Bourne. Look at Bourne, who is all lefty. Throws lefty, bats lefty. And Timothy Donahue is going to pinch hit for Gonzalez. And we're going to get a pinch runner at first base. And we'll get a pinch hitter at the plate. Up and away for a ball. So English has a pulse here in the sixth inning. They got the time run at first base, but with 2 outs. I'm not sure even why he threw the ball over, and he threw it away. The reason I was wondering why he threw it over was because the pinch runner was like 1 foot off the bag. Now English has the tying run in scoring position for Donahue. But again, 2 outs. Up and away for a ball. In for a strike. That ball was in the catcher's glove when he swung at that pitch. Bourne trying to come all the way back. Hit foul to the screen. Gets him swing. He strikes out the side. He hit a batter, but he strikes out the side. English gets a runner in scoring position. They've had one virtually every inning. English is now down to their last 3 outs, and they'll have 8, 9, and 1 in the 7th inning, but they need a run at Somerville. Squeaking ahead of English. 3-2 at the end of 6. Bottom 3 in the order for Somerville as we start the 7th inning. Jared Antonelli was up at bat when they stole the run. The runner taking off from first, getting hooked up between first and second, the runner from third scoring to break the 2-2 tie. So it's Antonelli leading off the 7th inning. He has struck out twice, both times swinging, both times against Tavares. Swing and a miss. Late swing, it's 1-2. He knew it. As soon as he took the pitch, he just kind of said, okay, I'm done. Three strikeouts for Canberra. That one bounces to the backstop. Chop. It slips by. They're not going to get it. It's an infield hit. Once they got by the third baseman, it was a base hit. So Clark is on for the second time. He had reached on an error. Robbie Larkin, the left fielder, was struck out and walked. He was the one that tried to steal home. He got to third base after the walk on 2 ground balls to the infield. And then he tried to steal home. And Canberra got it to Velasco quickly, who made the out, the tag. Hit foul off the screen. In first strike. Up and away. They throw it down, diving back is Clark. Throw it down again. Bonilla making a nice stop on a throw that was down in the turf. Swing and a miss. Top of the order, Aiden O'Donnell. He's walked and was thrown out trying to steal, leading off the ball game. Bounced to the pitcher and bounced out short to first. The short to first was against Canberra. I believe he was the first hitter that Canberra faced coming in the 5th inning. Waves at that pitch. As I mentioned, if you're looking ahead, English needs a run. They'll have 8, 9, and 1. Way up and in for a ball. Velasco was taking his time going with the ball, almost saying, go ahead, I dare you, to try and go to second base. The runner wasn't even off the bag. It broke down and in. He misses for ball 4. So they extend the inning. They put a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Mateus Anel flied to center, walked and scored, grounded to short. His ground to the short was against Cambero. Cambero came in the 5th inning in relief. So first and third with 2 outs. There's a big out. Ian Bourne with 2 base hits, figuring in 2 of the runs, is on deck, who's now the pitcher. So there's a big out. Let's see if they try that. Any kind of a steal. The runner was way off second base. Hit foul out of play. Up in the seats. A lot of the English fans have stayed. Some of the Somerville fans have got an early start home. Swing and a miss. They throw it down to second and they get him. Velasquez throws out his 3rd runner. They were dancing around second. And for the 2nd time in the game, O'Donnell gets picked off. Both times 2-6. This time he was at second base and got picked off. The last time he was trying to steal and got thrown out. So Cabrera comes in, pitches 3 innings. He gave up only 1 base hit. He walked 2, and the walk hurt because the walk scored what could be the winning run. He struck out 4. So he's on the hook for the loss if English doesn't score. And Bourne will pitch his 2nd inning. We're down to the bottom of the 7th. English needs a run or they're going to drop under 500. Somerville needs 3 outs to go to 2-0 and stay undefeated in their early season, really early, only playing 1 game. Although English only played 2, but Classical has played 4. They had a game against Linfield over the weekend. So a big inning for the Dogs. Henry Manzanillo has been called out on strikes twice. He'll face Bourne for the first time. Obviously, Eagles would like to get 2, but they need at least 1 to stay alive. Missing wide for a ball. Solid shot to center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. So English has a pulse. Galvo, the right fielder, got hit by a pitch. At the time, scored the tying run. Last time up, he walked. Leading off the 5th inning. But a big play. He got picked off at first base. And after he got picked off, Contreras drilled a shot into left center field that probably would have scored him and given English the lead. Contreras with the double wound up stranded at second. His double came with 2 outs. So now the tying run at first. High and away for a ball. He squared to bunt. Third baseman charging. First baseman holding the runner. The runner's only getting like a step and a half off first base. Tried to bunt and missed it. Missed the bunt again. It's a lost art. Used to be a big part of the game, especially softball. Swing and a miss. The runner looked like he was going to try and go, then stopped. Bourne in his second inning of work, he struck out the side in the 6th after he hit a batter, or in between hitting a batter. Now he gives up a hit and he gets another strikeout, so he's got 4 strikeouts. Chris Figueroa has struck out 3 times. Up and away for a ball. All 3 of them swinging. They play him awful deep in the outfield. The center field is way out in center field. The left fielder is deep as well. Down and away for a ball. They'd love to get the runner at second with Yordi Contreras up next. Missing for ball 3. He's got to take a long look at 1 or 2 of these. Certainly this one. In for a strike, 3-1. Still be fussy. They need a run here in the bottom of the 7th. Hit in the air. Popped up the runner at first. It's going to get doubled up. I don't know where the runner at first was going. So they don't get Contreras in at bat. The runner at first, I guess, thought there were 2 outs. So they had 1 runner picked off on an easy throw over to first, not watching the pitcher. Now they get a runner who thinks there's 2 outs, going halfway to second, getting doubled. And you got your best hitter coming up next, and Contreras doesn't get a chance to hit because the 3 outs are made. They get the base hit, but they go down with the double play, and English will drop under 500. They'll go to 1-2. Some will pick up their second win and go to 2-0. English got on the board in the first inning. Contreras walked, stole second, went to third when the pitch in the dirt got away, and when the catcher tried to throw him out at third, going to third, they threw it in the left field. Contreras scored. It was 1-0. Somerville got it back in the third. It started out easy, a strikeout on the ground to the mound, but then a big walk extended the inning. The runner stole second. Scored on a single by Bourne. When they threw the ball home, Bourne went to second. He scored on the single by Jones. It was 2-1. English came back and scored. Galva got hit by a pitch, stole second. A little tap to third base by Contreras. Slowly, they threw it to first. Contreras beat the throw. Galva, all the way from second, beat the throw from the first baseman to the plate, tied the game at 2. It stayed that way until the 6th inning. Again, very quietly start, 2 strikeouts. But then the dreaded walk, a pass ball put the runner at second, an infield error put runners at first and third. The runner at first took off for second base. Velasquez threw 3 out on the base pass. He threw it down again. Contreras, they had the runner easily, but Somerville ran the play they wanted to play. They sent the runner. He stopped halfway to second base, went back to first. They chased him back, tagged him out, but by the time they got him, the runner from third had scored. That was the third run, and that made it 3-2, and that was it. English got a runner at second on a hit batsman and an overthrow at first on a pickoff, but the strikeout ended the inning. They get a base hit to start the 7th inning, but then a strikeout, a pop to second base, and the runner thought there were 2 outs, took off at first, got doubled up, and the inning and the game was over. So Bourne got 2 hits. The RBI scored a run. Jones got an RBI single. The other one was the double steal with Noah Brown on the back end scoring the winning run. For English, Contreras had a walk, 2 base hits, was figured in both runs. He scored 1 and knocked in 1. Bonilla had a base hit. The pinch hitter became the DH. Joshua Jimenez was on base twice with hit batsman. Manzanillo had a base hit. Galva was on base twice with a hit batsman and a walk. But English only had 4 base hits in the game. 13 strikeouts, English. And that was the difference, not putting the ball in play. And Somerville literally stole the game with that double steal. And they win the game 3-2 over English. And English had a couple of one picked off at first, and then thinking there were 2 outs, had the runner double for the double play to end the game. So Somerville wins it 3-2. English will drop to 1-2. Somerville will go to 2-0 in the Greater Boston League. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm Don Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.